Mrs. Thatcher did her best to destroy what was good about this country and did destroy more than a third of our manufacturing capacity, reducing us to the state we're in now.
All right,
People are very angry in Britain, and it's not reflected in your studio, and it's not reflected on the BBC.
Right, but George Galloway, you're reflecting it very clearly and loudly from
policy. She died 1 week ago. Hundreds of thousands of people have been following me on social media, but I never got one invitation to speak on the BBC.
I think you'll find this is the first programme back after Easter break, and you're on it, George Galloway. So can I just say to you, those sentiments that you have expressed, all that is being asked is there a different time to express those sentiments? On a week that her funeral is taking place, isn't this a time to rise above that sort of debate and save it just for another time?
But that's what people said last Monday. Now it's this Monday. How long have we got to observe this fake silence on the record of a woman who caused such destruction in this country? Wreckage. Lynn Campbell's a Scottish MP. The Tories were reduced to zero. No MPs in Scotland. Their brand is utterly poisonous in large parts of the north.
Well, Lynn Campbell has said he disagreed with those policies.
They lost their deposit against me in the by-election.
Is there a difference, George Galloway? Because actually both Tessa Jowell and Lynn Campbell have stated very clearly that they
timing of the departure from here.
Tessa Jowell went on marches during two of those elections against her policies. Is this a difference between the way you express your outrage and disgust, whether it is done in a more polite way just for this week, or whether you do it in, I'm just asking, or whether you do it in the way that you've expressed it?
Was Mrs. Thatcher polite about the miners when she destroyed their communities, leaving them social slag heaps of evils and crime and vice and idleness? Was she polite to the steel workers when she destroyed them, to the print workers when she destroyed them? She laid waste to this country. What are you talking? Spare me this sanctimony about politeness, please.